Meet Jerry, a sleek and mysterious black cat. He loves to explore the outdoors and is always on the lookout for new adventures. Zoom, watch him go! Jerry is incredibly fast, darting through the grass like a shadow. He likes to be the leader, always at the front, guiding his friends on their escapades. Then there's Larry, an orange cat with a sunny disposition. His bright fur matches his cheerful personality. Muscles. Larry is the strong one of the group, with powerful muscles that make him the protector. But sometimes, Larry can be a bit clueless, often looking puzzled at the simplest things. And finally, we have Terry, a gray cat with a love for books. He's the brains of the trio, always reading and learning new things. However, Terry is also quite timid, easily frightened by the unknown. Despite their differences, these three cats are the best of friends, always sticking together. They love to embark on adventures, exploring new places and discovering hidden treasures. And of course, they share a common love for tuna, their favorite treat. After a long day of fun, there's nothing they enjoy more than a good nap in the sun. One sunny afternoon, Jerry had a brilliant idea. "Let's go to Calgary!" he exclaimed. Larry scratched his head in confusion. "Calgary? What's that?" he asked. Terry gulped nervously. "I hope it's not scary," Terry whispered, his eyes wide with fear. "Calgary is in Canada," said Jerry. "They have mountains and cowboys." Larry's eyes widened. "Cowboys? With hats?" Terry shivered. "Mountains? What if they are too high?" Jerry found a backpack. They climbed inside. A nice lady picked up the backpack. She was going to Calgary. The cats were on their way. The plane ride was noisy. Larry slept through it all. Terry hid under a sweater. Jerry looked out the window. He saw fluffy clouds. He was excited. Calgary was amazing. Snow-capped mountains touched the sky. People wore funny hats, and the air was cold. "Brr!" shivered Terry. "Let's find some hot cocoa." "First hockey!" declared Jerry. They found a giant arena. Inside, the Calgary Flames were playing. The crowd was loud and excited. The puck flew across the ice. Sticks clacked. Players crashed into the boards. "Wow!" shouted Larry. "This is more fun than chasing yarn." The Flames scored. The crowd went wild. Even Terry forgot to be scared. He cheered with Jerry and Larry. Hockey was awesome. After the game, the cats explored. They found a saloon. Cowboys in big hats drank something bubbly. "Howdy, fellas," boomed a cowboy. He saw the three cats. "Well now, ain't you three a sight?" The cowboy offered them some milk. It was warm and sweet. "This is delicious," purred Jerry. "Much better than that stuff in the bowl at home." "You fellas ever played tag with a horse?" asked the cowboy. Larry's ears perked up. "A horse? Can I ride it?" Terry shook his head. "Horses are big, and they have hooves." The cowboy took them to a farm. There were horses and cows. The cats had never seen such big animals before. Their eyes widened with curiosity and a bit of fear. The cowboy, noticing their hesitation, gave them a reassuring smile. "Okay, fellas," chuckled the cowboy. He had a twinkle in his eye, as if he was up to something fun. The cats looked at each other, wondering what he had in mind. "Let's see if you can catch old Buttercup here," he said, pointing to a brown and white cow grazing peacefully. The cats were intrigued. Buttercup looked up, her big eyes blinking slowly. Jerry, the bravest of the three, zipped after Buttercup. He was determined to tag her. Buttercup, sensing the challenge, started to trot away, her tail swishing playfully. He was fast, but Buttercup was faster. She picked up speed, her hooves kicking up dust as she ran. Jerry pushed himself harder, but the gap between them only widened. Larry, seeing his brother struggle, decided to try a different tactic. He aimed for Buttercup's tail, hoping to grab it and slow her down. But Buttercup just mooed and ran away, her tail flicking out of Larry's reach. She seemed to be enjoying the game, her movements light and playful. Terry, the most cautious of the trio, decided to sit this one out. He hid behind a haystack, peeking out occasionally to watch the action. He was too scared to play. Then, something funny happened. Buttercup stopped running. She turned around, her eyes scanning the field. The cats froze, wondering what she would do next. She turned to the cats, her expression calm and gentle. The cats held their breath, unsure of what was coming, and she started to lick Larry's head. Larry was taken aback, but soon he started to purr, enjoying the unexpected affection. "Ha! Looks like you're it, Larry," laughed the cowboy. The cats and the cowboy shared a hearty laugh, the farm echoing with their joy. It was a day they would never forget. The cats were tired. After a long day filled with adventures, they were ready to rest their weary paws. The sun was setting, casting a golden hue over the landscape, and the cats found cozy spots to curl up and relax. They had seen so much. They had watched hockey, their eyes wide with excitement as the players skated across the ice. They had met cowboys who tipped their hats and shared stories of the Wild West. The cats were fascinated by the cowboys' rugged charm and the tales of their adventures. They had even played tag with a cow. The cow was surprisingly agile, and the cats darted around it, their laughter echoing across the field. It was a day filled with unexpected friendships and joyous moments. But now, it was time to go home. The journey had been thrilling, but the comfort of home was calling. They walked towards the horizon, their hearts full of memories and their steps light with the promise of rest. They found the nice lady with the backpack. She had been waiting for them, her eyes lighting up with recognition as the cats approached. She knelt down, opening her arms to welcome them back. She was surprised to see them. "You three little adventurers," she exclaimed, her voice filled with warmth and affection. The cats purred in response, happy to be reunited with their friend. She opened the backpack for them. One by one, the cats climbed in, nestling into the soft fabric. It was their special spot, a place where they felt safe and loved. As the plane took off, the world below began to shrink. The cats felt a gentle rumble as the plane ascended into the sky, leaving behind the fields and the friends they had made. Jerry looked out the window. The view was mesmerizing, with the mountains and valleys turning into tiny specks. He felt a sense of wonder and a promise to return one day. He saw the mountains shrinking below. "We'll be back," he whispered, a soft promise to the land they had explored. Larry snored beside him, his dreams filled with the day's adventures. And Terry? He was already fast asleep, dreaming of warm milk and friendly cows. The plane soared higher, carrying the three little adventurers back home, their hearts full of stories to tell. The cats' adventure was over. For now, they had stories to tell. They had memories to cherish. And they had a new appreciation for warm milk. Jerry still dreamed of leading his friends on more adventures. Larry couldn't wait to tell everyone about the giant cow that licked his head. And Terry, well, he was just happy to be home, safe and sound. But somewhere, in a corner of their minds, Calgary beckoned. They knew they would be back. After all, the mountains weren't going anywhere, and neither were the adventures.